any questions? The Leader of the Opposition. Mr President, my question without notice is to the Leader of the Government and the Minister for Roads, Maritime and Freight in both of those capacities. What is the Government's response to the concerns within the New South Wales Sikh community that RMS is advising members of that community that their religious headwear does not meet RMS guidelines for photo ID?
Thank you. We listed three and said both of those. I'm not sure which both, but I understand where the honourable member is coming from. Now,
And we seem to be
here's a next question.
Order.
Did you have a supplementary question?
Order. The Leader of the Government will ignore interjections. And the Honourable Greg Donnelly will restrain himself from making them. The Leader of the Government has the call.
Thank you, Mr President. Mr President, it is one of the most vexed issues in road safety is the issue of Sikh headdress, particularly when it comes to the area of wearing helmets, and the fact that the helmets do not go on a Sikh headdress. Some Sikhs will tell you with a wry smile that their headdress should give them some protection anyway, and I always detect the smile because they're a great community. Your question is to do with the other part, that's the photographing of Sikhs. And Mr President, I'm advised that they can have an ability to be able to leave their headdress on and address their headdress around their face to give an ability to fit the requirement of the photo.
Governments.
Mr President, unfortunately the time for questions is over. Mr President, I have answers.
The Leader of the Government.
Thank you, Mr President. Earlier in question time, the Leader of the Opposition, the Honourable Adam Searle, as an Alan Searle in football, asked me a question on photo ID requirements, which my answer stands, and can I add that I also understand that there have been some concerns raised by members of the Sikh community about wearing of turbans and the approval of photos taken for their photo ID card. I'm advised Roads and Maritime Services has asked frontline counter staff to double check the image before uploading it for the use on the applicant's cards. Roads and Maritime also reviewed its current facial image guidelines for customers wearing a turban. A turban generally doesn't need to be adjusted or moved when a photo is taken for the display on a driver's licence. When taking images for display on driver licences and other photo cards, Roads and Maritime complies with international standards, which are the same standards used by the Australian Passport Office and other Australian licensing jurisdictions. The standard requires the area from the top of the forehead to the bottom of the chin with both edges of the face visible. I'm advised images may be rejected for a number of reasons, including the licence applicant blinking or the turban or headscarf covering parts of the face. Headwear worn for cultural or religious reasons is permitted as long as the required area of the face can be seen. In some cases, the headwear may need to be adjusted slightly when the face